Classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Examples in this video are made up. Hello, my dear audience. Welcome back to the Applied Behavior Analysis Simplified channel. Thank you for watching and for your continuous support. If you are new to the channel, welcome and thank you for being here. Please watch the channel trailer to familiarize yourself with the content in this channel. To summarize, this channel is based on applied behavior analysis. At the end of this video, I will reveal the topic for the next video. Stay tuned. Learning outcomes. This video will help viewers to memorize and retain conditions such as classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Define and paraphrase conditions such as classical conditioning and operant conditioning. After watching the video, viewers will be able to describe and explain classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Discuss classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Classical conditioning. Previously, we have covered this topic. However, I wanted to introduce the topic in more depth, so it's easier to differentiate classical conditioning from operant conditioning. Classical conditioning is also known as Pavlovian and or respondent conditioning. When a behavior is elicited due to physiological changes in the organism, private events that are also called behaviors by radical behaviorists, which cannot be observed, are called respondent behavior. Respondent behavior is also known as a reflex, where nothing is learned. Examples of this include vomiting when food is not properly digested, blinking when you hear a loud sound, and other similar responses that have survived in the organism because of natural selection. Respondent behavior is a response to antecedent stimuli and is not a learned behavior. Classical conditioning. To recap, classical conditioning is comprised of US, unconditioned stimulus, UR, unconditioned response, NS, neutral stimulus, CS, conditioned stimulus, and CR, conditioned response. Classical conditioning. What occurs is the unconditioned stimulus is paired with the neutral stimulus, causing an unconditioned response. And over time, the neutral stimulus becomes the conditioned stimulus, which causes the conditioned response. In more detail, let's look at the scenario. Lena is watching a horror movie with Stacy and realizes that Stacy jumps each time she encounters a scary scene. Then Lena combines the scary scenes with a car honking sound. So every time a scary scene comes up, Lena presses the honking sound. The honking sound alone does not have any effect on Stacy, but over time, as Lena pairs the scary scene with the honking sound, Stacy starts jumping when she hears the honking sound by itself, without the scary scene or movie. Classical conditioning. Neutral stimulus that does not affect the organism in any way suddenly can have a different effect. The unconditioned stimulus, scary scene, led to an unconditioned response, jumping. The neutral stimulus, car honking sound, produced no effect previously. The unconditioned stimulus plus the neutral stimulus led to the unconditioned response, jumping, because of pairing the two. After a while, the neutral stimulus, car honking sound, became the conditioned stimulus because of pairing, and later caused the conditioned response, jumping alone. Stacy jumped after she heard the car honking sound without the movie. A question. Classical conditioning is based on consequence learning. Is this true or is it false? Please answer in the comments section. Operant conditioning. Let us recap on this topic as well. What is operant conditioning? Well, operant conditioning differs from classical conditioning in that operant conditioning is based on learning and consequence history. If the classical conditioning had only stimulus and response, SR, which is stimulus and response, then the operant conditioning has SRS, which is stimulus, response, stimulus, and or the ABC, the three-term contingency. As you know, the ABC is the antecedent, behavior, and consequence. Remember that operant conditioning is based on learning and consequence history. Operant conditioning. Let us look at an example. Mary drives into a parking structure and sees a sign that says, "For employees only." Even though Mary sees the sign, she still decides to park there. After, Mary receives a ticket with a high sum that she had to pay. Mary never makes that mistake again. Mary learned a lesson based on her learning and consequence history. She made a mistake and received a ticket, which decreased her future behavior of parking in places that are reserved for others. Operant conditioning. Let us dive into the example a little more. Antecedent in the previous example is Mary seeing a sign that says, "For employees only." Mary chooses to park her car even though she saw the sign. That is the behavior. The consequence is that Mary receives a ticket for parking in a reserved spot and never repeats that problem behavior again. Furthermore, from her consequence experience, Mary learns that when she makes mistakes, she receives a consequence and she changes her future action. Operant conditioning. The learning and consequence history are what condition Mary's future behavior, which is also known as the operant behavior. One main component you should remember is that within the respondent conditioning, the responses are already predetermined and constant. But within the operant conditioning, they're not. They are mainly based on functional relations because operands are known functionally, not as much as topographically, not by their form. This brings me to the conclusion that responses can be based on response clause. Each time, even in the same situation, you might receive a different response, and topography does not matter as much in operant conditioning. A question. Operant conditioning is based on learning and consequence history. Is this true or is it false? Please answer in the comment section. Your answers help me understand if the videos are of value. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel if you found the content valuable and would want to see more. That will help me grow the channel and share with you more vital information within the field of ABA. Thank you for watching. Next topic will be stimulus control. Here is the reference list for today.